Guys, Kyle Nielsen and I just finished up at BugBucksCon. Kyle is the former president of sales at Aptive, done over $1 billion of pest control sales from his recruited downline in his career, and just a standout dude, and one of the partners in Origin Marketing.
Yep.
Dude, I got to sit down and talk with you for a little bit when things kind of calm down. You're a busy dude, but it was really special to talk to you about the 5 principles that you operate from in Origin Marketing, and I wanted to ask you about those and why they're important.
So Origin is my sales group, my sales partnership group that sells for Aptive. We recruit, grow through them, and then market through Aptive. And our logo, and maybe you can flash it up on the screen. It's a 5-point crown, looks kind of like Sauron or something like Middle Earth-y, like kind of just medieval, and it's rad. And so as I was coming up with the design and the brand for like Origin and what I wanted it to stand for, my previous business partner, Mitch Fry, wanted any sales experience to be someone's origin story.
Okay.
And I've always come from this belief that we're all kings and queens, or we're all royalty, like in a bigger eternal sense. Like I know where I come from, so I know what blood's in me, And so the crown was a logo that made sense. Plus there was an old like name with our older group at Altera called Royals. But anyway, so as I designed the brand out, I wanted to look at what I wanted to build, and I wanted to have a foundation with who I recruit, how we sell, how we grow. And so what I came up with the logo was, 5 pillars on this crown, or the 5 points. When you put them together, I wanted my people to be able to impact, give, grow, compete, and unite. And so if anything that I do, any decision I make in my business and how I grow, what I want to do, our initiatives, I'm like, is it going to help us grow? Yes. Is it going to help us compete? Yes. Is it going to help us give at a high level, impact at a high level, and unite at a high level? If it's one of those things, 2 of those things, 3, 4, 5, or all of those things, it's really what I try to base. Those are my moral compass points, and that's what I hope to accomplish in life in general, is just impact at a high level, grow at a high level, give at a high level, compete at a high level, and unite at a high level.
I love that. And a lot of your decisions just go straight to those principles. Like, does it align with these things, these values? And if it doesn't, it's a no. If it does, it's a yes. The other thing that you talked to me about really stood out to me was relationship with your wife, kids, and God. In door to door, dude, you've got a sick car. Okay, this guy's the NBA elf. His license plate says NBA elf on it too. A lot of times, dudes only worry about the cars. Dude, the cars are fun. They come as a byproduct of becoming somebody, and you've done a great job at that. But what really matters a lot is like our relationship with our wives, our kids, and stuff like that. You said something earlier about like the way that you're going to do well in business is if those things are in order, not necessarily the amount of time you spend there, but is there harmony there? Talk to me about that.
So when things are misaligned, or when you're feeling stressed in different parts of your life, like I try to reflect back to like what are the things that matter most, and are those things getting water? Like what am I watering? Am I pouring into my family? Am I pouring into my relationship with God? Am I pouring my relationship into my close family, friends, and my charity, the things that I want to give? And so usually if something is feeling off, something that it's the smaller nucleus, kind of more centrific things to life that kind of are out of alignment or need more time, and I would say less, not as much time, but quality. And so I used to, in my earlier years of recruiting and growing and selling, I used to think that it was a quantity of time, like more time with my family. But if that time was spent with me, like, hey, 1 second, okay, I'm back now. Let me take this call. Just actually keep playing. I'll be right back. Like, what are my kids going to remember versus this not coming out at all? And if I can get 15, 20, 30 minutes with them without distractions, that to me is more quality and more memorable than a hour and a half play session of multiple distractions, right? Like, and so for me, I've actually coined this word that I made up called quality.
That's cool.
And it's the definition's in the word. Like, you can have quantity, but quality has to come first. If quality time comes first, or quality work comes first, or quality sales training comes first, or quality product delivery comes first, then quantity will follow. So quality is the goal. Quantity, quality.
I like that.
So that's just, so for me, like if I focus on the quality of time in my relationships, with God, with family, with my people, then I'm never going to look back and lack the things that really matter most. But yeah, when something feels off, it's usually because I'm not pouring into the right people and the right things.
Love that.
So yeah, this, honestly, I could sell it tomorrow and really not miss it too bad. Like, it's a thing, it's a tool. It is a fun thing to drive. It's a reward of a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But this actually spends time getting taken to car shows, to charity events.
You're making an impact with it.
Take kids to, take kids at Utah, or at Make-A-Wish, or Primary Children's, and so it's a tool to spread joy and to help other people have a good time.
Yeah, I bought a Cybertruck for Mazer sales training. The whole point is I thought all these guys were gonna be like, oh, this is so cool. And the guys that like it the most are like 4-year-olds when I go to the grocery store. Yeah. I'm like, it's fun.
Yep, exactly.
But my last thing is I've gotten the opportunity to train a lot of reps within your organization. Yeah. I just want to know, what have you heard from them from Mazer sales training?
So the biggest thing that impresses me is it's hard with someone that's as talented as you are when it comes to sales and being gritty and just pushing through the mental, the emotional, the physical barriers that this job has, like rain, snow, sun, extreme heat, family, hospital issues, health issues. Like, you've experienced a lot of it, right? But you're very talented, and you could be working for any given company right now and making a lot of money at one place. Yeah. But you've been able to really be very neutral in your approaches, and you've been able to be very trustworthy and trusting in how you handle the people the contacts and the names of the people that you've been given that are enrolling in your training. You're not shopping them out to someone else. You're not saying, hey, like, it's a very, not just safe, but again, I feel like people feel very safe providing, enrolling with you, and leaders, when they say, hey, a rep comes to me and says, I'm going to go train with Austin and get in his program. Awesome. Yeah. Great. That's actually perfect. Like, versus somebody else saying, like, a manager at another company that's like, hey, if you want to help on a call to train me or train with me, like, we know what their intent is at the end of the day. And your intent isn't to disrupt the people, and your intent isn't to ultimately pull them over to your own thing or broker them out to someone else for a bigger payday. Yeah. And so I think being able to build a foundation of trust at that level makes your training and everything else you provide just more valuable, and not only valuable, but more believable, because you're authentic in who you are in all the aspects that I've known you in. So
appreciate you, man. So. Yeah, I always make a joke, like, well, all these reps, they fight with each other. We're better and we're better. It's like, I just comment and I say, buy Mazer sales training. Yeah. So,
exactly.
But I appreciate you, man.
No worries. It's been, we've known each other how many years now, just kind of at a distance, had
5
some conversations.
Because you spoke at Anthem years ago, dude.
Years ago, I drove up and spoke to you guys. And but it's been fun to see you evolve and what you're doing, and honestly, your training and your approach to training, your methodology is awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.